All right, I wanted to talk about my process and how it's a little bit different than most people's out there. It's actually very different. As far as I know, I'm the only one doing this type of work, which is embodiment work. And so we're working on the ascension path, the ascension process, moving from the lead state, which is 3D, into the activation of the rainbow body. And if you're not aware, I wrote this book, One Light, Many Worlds. This is just a summary of my past lives that I went through this last year. The last 3 lives before this one, I was part of the Diamond Soul, incarnated as the Diamond Soul. And so I studied Tibetan Buddhism and the process of moving into activating the rainbow body. So I have 3 lifetimes of experience. So if you're interested in that, this goes back all the way to source. So it's kind of like a whimsical journey through time back to source. It helps you to understand multidimensionality. It could also activate past life memories for you as well. But I go into a little bit about that here. It's not in much depth or detail, but I studied the process of ascension, and I came back in this life with all my karma cleared, and I came into this as a bodhisattva so that I could teach and heal others and help them on their path. The most recent book I've written that is more technical is The Aura of God. Okay, and in this book I go into the light body activations, what you can expect, the processes we go through. This only goes up through 8D. Okay, that is Jedi prep school. So if you're on the ascension path and you have you're carrying the 144 codes, or you're as a starseed or a light worker, this will be really helpful to help you just kind of jog your memory, to get into alignment, to clear, to heal, to move into cosmic consciousness. That's the Jedi Mastery Path. The Jedi Mastery Path is about activating the 144, then the Diamond Sun, and then the rainbow body eventually, okay? So the rainbow body is essentially the structure of the Diamond Sun, but it permeates cellular and atomic structure of the body. So the physical body starts carrying and holding pure light, okay? You can generate source light from the atomic structure. So you've cleared enough density within the body, within the field, to begin generating pure source energy from within your physical vessel, okay? And I go through this a lot in my One Precious Light page. I haven't gone over it in the Djedi Academy page yet. So this is essentially 4D system, okay? And I'll actually just go through this really quickly so people can understand. This is the 3D system, okay? There's 3 levels of the field. There's a lot of blocks and distortions, okay? Rips, tears, holes in the field. That's what can happen. And then as you move on, you move into the 4D system, you start expanding, more levels of the field activate, and then you start activating the torus, which is the heart field, okay? It's pretty small in 4D. That's the very entrance into 4D. This could be a distorted field in 4D. And then this is the Merkana. This activates mid 4D, and that stabilizes your energy so you can continue rising in frequency, okay? If you don't do the light body activations, what happens is you're working from this field, which is great. You have full access to cosmic energy. You can channel divine beings, and you have access to the multidimensional reality 1D through 8D within the physical body. But you cannot stabilize higher frequencies, because what happens is the light body begins taking the load of the source energy that's coming in. It starts absorbing and channeling it through not just the physical body, but through the light body. So the more refined, crystalline, and complex this light body is, the higher your frequency can evolve into, okay? That has to happen to stabilize the physical body. The physical body cannot handle these really high frequencies. It would burn out the nervous system, okay? There's a lot of documented cases of this happening. It's happened to me in past lives, and it actually happened to me in this life, which I've spoken about as well, okay? If there is any force used with this, and you don't use a step-by-step process, it can burn out the nervous system, okay? You're fine staying here at 4D. but that's where you will be as an embodied being. Okay, most people teach this. Okay, they do not teach or know how to activate this. That's what's different between my work and other people's work. Okay, so you could access pure source energy and channel it from time to time, but you will not hold it within the cellular structure of your body. You have to temper the system so that you can hold it. Okay, and that's the process that we go through. Then we have certain activations. This is the diamond star light body. This is a pure plasmic body that feeds the cellular structure to help you move into the 5D system. Okay, there's a lot of things we have to do to prepare the physical body to ground. Okay, then we're just going to skip ahead. This is the 7D light body. So we have the 24-point Merkaba. Okay, you have pure source, pure source, pure source. So you have the monadic axis starts activating here, and you can hold higher frequencies. This is around 20 to 30,000 kilohertz. Is that what that says? 18 to 30, yeah. So then you can hold those, and then you start evolving out of that. The first rainbow body activation we do is around 2,500 kilohertz. Okay, so the difference between this path and most people's teachings of ascension is most people teach transcendence of the body. Okay, but what we teach is embodying pure source. Okay, and bringing it into the physical vessel and becoming it. So once the rainbow body activates, you can then emanate pure source energy from the atoms and cells in your body, and it is not too high of a frequency because you've done the work to step up, temper the body, temper the nervous system, and heal. Okay, you cannot have any karmic energy. You can have no distortions, no micro distortions, no subquantum or quantum distortions. Everything has to be crystalline and pure. Okay, so the Djedi Academy is the path to that purity. Okay, and it is a step-by-step process where you just heal and evolve, and we move up the densities in our frequencies, but we're actually embodying those frequencies. Okay, so as our frequency rises, we're able to anchor higher frequencies through the physical body into the reality. So the difference between most people's paths and what I teach is the difference between knowing and being. Okay, when you step into the 144, the diamond sun or the rainbow body, you become a harmonizing force on the planet. Okay, this book we go through 3D to 8D essentially, and then after that we get into the mastery school. And I don't have a book for that, but it's essentially the mastery school is the 36, 48, 64, 144 point Merkaba. You move into the diamond sun body. After that stabilizes, then you start activating the rainbow body. You can stay in body with the rainbow body. Essentially, it's the cellular structure of the body turns to light. It's more crystalline in nature. This is when that transformation happens. Okay, we are capable of doing that now. We don't need to become these perfect beings. It's really about your energy field. You as a human are going to have flaws and distortions to some degree. Part of this process of ascension is about refining how you act, all the subconscious currents, all the karmic energies from this life, from past lives, threads and energies from other people, distortions in the field. That's the process, is refining that so that when you get to the diamond sun body, moving into the rainbow body, there is nothing affecting the field, not internally and not externally. You're in that perfected state of the pinnacle of human evolution, essentially. You're holding that, you're carrying that with grace and with ease. From that place, you become a stabilizing force in the planetary field, in the collective field, not only for humans in the 3D landscape, but multidimensionally, okay? It's a really profound path, all right? So I just wanted to clarify the difference there. A lot of people access this information. They understand it through intellect alone. They're not embodying it. Embodying is a completely different process, and that's why my school seems a little more lengthy, complex, possibly to some people, but it's so that you can do this safely, with wisdom and integrity and with joy, okay? I built the structure to make it easier for other people. The difference is when you embody it, you become a walking fractal of source, okay? I do recommend people that are called to my path and my work start with an energy analysis, and we can look at your field. If you're interested in the school, just apply and I'll do an energy analysis and place you in the right school, because some people could be ready for the mastery school. I'm not sure. So it just depends on where you're at. You just do an application, fill out the application. I'll look at your energy. We can get on a call and discuss things and see where you fit, okay? Sending so much love.